What's up, guys? John here. I'm at the Nordhouse Dunes in Manistee Forest with my buddy Scott. We're gonna do a 3-day trip, about a 2.5-day trip out here. Less of a bushcrafty style and more of a hammock camping trip. We're here a little late and we're gonna have to hurry up and get some firewood and stuff, so I probably won't film the hike into the campsite and maybe not even setting up the campsite. We'll see how we're doing with time, and then worst case, we'll just start filming tomorrow and get a good day of filming tomorrow. Sound good? We'll share the whiskey with you guys though. They don't take their time getting you on the trail out here. As soon as you start, you're walking up a pretty steep hill. We're going north. You can go two ways. You can go west towards the lake, or you can go north more into the woodsy area up there and towards Nordhouse Lake. And it's all uphill so far. Check out this beachy area off of Nordhouse Lake. We're 20 minutes in. If that, 20 minutes in, got a little sandy beach. Water's nice looking. No one out here yet. We'll see. Good morning, y'all. It's Saturday morning. I really didn't have time to record last night. It took us a hard time to find a good spot to camp. I'll show you around in the hammocks. We were looking for some decent places to set up, but we finally got set up. We cooked a great steak last night, drank a beer, a little bit of scotch, and checked out about midnight. We had a good fire going, a good long fire going. I woke up around 3 o'clock. So we went to bed around midnight. I woke up around 3 o'clock, and the fire was still hot, but it was gone. So we beefed the fire back up, and then again around 6 o'clock, beefed the fire back up, and I was tired, so we laid back down, and it's about 9 o'clock now, and we're up. So we're gonna get some coffee made, some breakfast made. Scott just went and got the food, and get the day started. Mine were in the tree?
Yeah.
Up in the tree or what?
It was up in the tree.
What the heck? Scott just came back from the woods and he said, "Hey, I found your sunglasses hanging in a tree." And I said, "Oh, sweet. They must have fell off somewhere." But they weren't my sunglasses. So someone out here has good taste in sunglasses, and
we're out in the middle of the woods, and I just found some sunglasses in a tree. What are they? And they're camo. What are the odds of that?
Yeah, we'll go get. How much water you got left?
Probably enough for breakfast.
Yeah. Y'all know me. It's oatmeal for breakfast and coffee for coffee. Y'all know I like raisins in my oatmeal too. It's maple brown sugar and raisin. You want some raisins, Scott?
No, I'm good.
All right, folks, we're gonna go get some water out by the lake. We're gonna walk through that and show you how we get water and where we're getting it from today. Let's go. So our dilemma is getting to the water. We could always go over to the sandy beach area way over there see. Kind of cool scene right here, though. It's sweet, sweet area. That works. So I'm starting to think that we took the hard way to get to camp, because we found this little trail that borders this lake right here and is so far leading over to that beach area that I showed you when we were walking in. And we went on the way in, we walked all the way across that ridge up there, came down a steep slope over there, and almost fell a couple times going down that steep slope.
There's a better path right here with less leaves.
Yeah, there's a trail too. Looks like people have walked up it. So many more easier ways we could have got down here, but we're down here now. It'll be an easier way going up, that's for sure. We're at the lake, y'all. Gonna get some water. It wasn't that bad of a walk at all. So let's get some water. It's my water kit. It's the Sawyer Mini. It's a squeeze system. I put it in a bandana, that way I can use that bandana to filter through some of the water if I get too murky of water. But you got this pouch, you got your filter, fill the pouch up, put the filter on there and squirt it into your bottles. Let's do it.
Tastes great.
Yeah.
We'll know in a few hours if I got the poops, right?
It's got a little brown color in there. I don't think I like that.
Yeah. Said 99%. Didn't say 100%.
This water's not the most clear. I don't know if you can tell. It's a little yellowy. It's a giant lake though. Cheers. It's got a taste.
Does it?
Yours didn't have a taste?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, it's got a taste. A little bit.
It's not as bad as well water.
It's not as bad as well water. So I have decided that I'm getting my water from Lake Michigan, not from Nordhouse Lake. I got some. I filled up one bottle. Let me show you. I filled up one bottle, but it's kind of yellow, and I don't like it. Maybe I'm just being picky. You know, tell me in the comments from your experience. Do you drink water like this a lot? Because, you know, after filtering it, this is the first time I've had water this yellow. Is it normal? Extra minerals? So to my foragers out there, this is what I believe to be melonin, however you pronounce it. There's a few here. There's some more back behind me. There's a little guy right there. I think that's what it is. And with melonin, I do not believe it has an edible use, but it has a medicinal use as well as it's a good nature's toilet paper. The medicinal use, and don't go using it based off of this, because I have not used it for this. I've just researched it, and but I hear that it's good for respiratory sicknesses, coughs, colds, sinuses, stuff like that. You can make a tea out of it, or a tincture, or some type of concoction, decoction, whatever the proper word is. There's some more right down there. And that word is, it's very good for sicknesses like that. So, oh, there's a good one. Look at that. It's really soft. It's almost fluffy. It's got these little hairs on it, and so that's what makes it good for toilet paper, because it doesn't come off, you know, whenever you're wiping or anything like that. Here's some bigger plants here. So my question is for you guys on there that are experts at foraging, is what stage do I use this stuff as a what stage do I use this stuff as a tea or something? Because I read that you could get really sick from it. I read that it's really great, and I read that if you do it wrong, or at the wrong stage of the plant or something like that, that you could get really sick. I'm seeing it all over the place out here, so to learn the medicinal use for it, I think would be valuable, as long as I'm not going to get myself sick. So leave me a comment. All right, folks, we're back from getting water at the lake over here, and we weren't too proud of it, so we're gonna go down to Lake Michigan and get some water. And we packed up camp a little bit, and we're ready to go. We're taking our bags instead of just the fanny pack today. I'm taking my bag because it's pretty empty. It's pretty light. I got a new bag. I'll do a gear video and show you guys the bag. And that's that. So let's go on a hike, do some exploring. We're probably gonna be gone all day. We'll come back with a good few hours so we can process some wood for tonight. And that's that. Eat dinner, drink more whiskey.
I don't want to be responsible for burning that forest, you know what I mean? That's a felony.
These are bags that are too tall to fit under it, you know? We're going up this big old hill right now. Straight up, look down behind us. I mean, it's not straight up, but our camp is way back there, down here, and then way back there. We're coming back up to the trail on top of the ridge up here. It's pretty steep. It's more, what would you say? This is more than a 40 to 45 degree angle?
It's about 45 degrees, but 50 foot.
It's
about a 50 foot high elevation.
It's about 45 degrees and about a 50, I think more than 50 foot elevation, but it's up there. Whew. There's a huge body of water down there. Over there, I don't know, you can't really see it in here. If I find a good clearing, I'll show it to you, but it's all back there. It's not on the map. We'll check it out. So here's the water. Maybe it's not a river. There's no opening. It looks like it ends right around there and goes down through there. Maybe it's just high water. That's pretty deep to just be high water from rain, but maybe that's all it is. It's not on the map. It might be the start. There's a small river or a creek that runs down that way. Maybe it's the start of that. So we stumbled across this campground here. They got some bathrooms and stuff like that, but they also got this little water thing right here. So we're gonna cheat, because why not? And we're gonna fill up water here. Good.
That water is so freaking good, dude.
The whole world knows you got a pink canteen.
Hey, I'm good. I'm secure in my manhood. I got it.
Yeah. So we're at the water station. We're filling up. We just filled up our water. We're getting a good fill of water before we head back out on the trail. We'll find somewhere to have lunch, and we'll check out the lake, hit the trail, take you guys along, go back to camp, process some wood, probably bust the whiskey out before we get back to camp. Yep. Well, I'll let you guys see what we see. It's gonna be windy out here, so I apologize up front for the audio. But we're coming out to the lake here in the dunes. It's windy. Look at the water. Yeah, buddy. I say, yeah, buddy. Oh, big shot. Who can tell me what that's from? I got sand already all in my shoes. Yeah, we'll have to empty that out.
It's getting all chilly down here, bro.
It's cold. Hey, who's tall enough to use this big old thing, that chair, as a chair? That's a big chair. It's way too cold down there. We're not gonna eat lunch there because fingers are freezing. It's springtime out here. It got down to about 34, 35 degrees last night. And right now it's probably only in the low 40s. So it's pretty cold. Especially with that big breeze coming off of the water right there. Down by camp and all that, it wasn't as cold. And on the trail we warm up, it's not as cold, but right now I need to empty the sand out of my shoes. We're right here. We're gonna follow this trail. There's Lake Michigan, which is over there. We're gonna follow the trail down. Probably do the whole cut in right there.
Yeah.
No sense in coming that. That's a dune right there too. We'd have to go up and over that dune.
Yep.
All right, so we'll cut it in this way, back around here, and then back up to our camp, which is there. So that's what? 8.5, 3, 2, 4. It's about every bit of 4 or 5 miles.
Yep.
Let's get a move on it. So we're debating which trail we should take. We got that one going way up there, which gets very steep up there. I don't know if you can tell. And we got this one that goes straight. Gradually up there. Probably leads up to the top down that way. I think we'll take this one, huh? Or are you up for warming up going up that one?
No. We'll go this way.
This way it is. Here's the lake. Giant lake, for those of you that aren't familiar with Lake Michigan or any of the Great Lakes in general. They're giant. They're darn near oceans. This is Lake Michigan right here, off the west coast of Michigan. All right, so we found a spot to sit down and have lunch. We're gonna do that. I'll show you what we got for lunch, and I'm trying sardines for the first time ever.
Bonus footage.
Bonus footage. Let's just jump right up into it. Starting off with the sardines. Bumblebee skinless, boneless sardines in olive oil. Never ever have I tried these. Never ever have I wanted to.
I made him.
They made me. Oh man, they look disgusting.
They're gonna taste good though.
I hope so. They don't smell bad. It smells like tuna.
Yep. Tuna, you're gonna like it.
I like tuna. Alright, let's try them. Straight up. Sardines. It's not bad. It tastes like tuna. It tastes like tuna that's not ground up and chopped up and stuff. I'd like to have something with it. Something salty. Crackers would be good with it. What do you eat with it?
I don't.
No, you just eat it raw?
Yep.
They're not bad.
No, not at all.
I could do it. I could do it. Next up, another Bumblebee product. Bumblebee tuna. What's that from? It's got like 6 or 7 grams of protein. The sardines were like 21 grams of protein. Just don't want to drop my crackers.
Couldn't be worse than dropping your steak.
We both dropped our steak last night.
On the ground?
On
and
the
you
ground.
know what? That steak was so good, you still couldn't taste it.
The steak was delicious.
You couldn't taste any kind of ground, nothing. It was...
I think I chomped on a couple pieces of dirt, but I couldn't taste it. And for dessert, peanut butter chocolate Lyra bar. And whiskey. And here I got Buffalo Trace whiskey. I've never had it. You guys know Knob Creek's my whiskey. But it's a bourbon. I was at the beer store and the guy recommended this and I tried it. He gave me a sample and it was good. Good enough to bring out here with me, which is good enough for me. Very close in taste to Knob Creek. It was cheaper. Y'all didn't get to see this last night because we were in a rush, but we were drinking that, the Lefroy 10-year, super smoky
it's like drinking
scotch.
fire.
It is like drinking fire. You know the smell? This is exactly what it is. You know the smell you get if you're out by a fire all night? Not in the wild because you can't really smell that stuff out here. But if you're at home and you have a campfire or something, cheers by the way. If you're at home and you're by a fire all night or something, and then the next morning you smell your clothes, it's got that real deep smoky campfire smell. That's what that tastes like. Lefroy 10-year. It's a single malt whiskey, scotch, and it was good, very good. All right, it's time to go. Nope. Nope. Got my stick. So we took a turn somewhere, and I'm not sure if we're on an official path, but it's thick. It's not paved. Well, right there it's a little bit, but it's thick back here, man. This might just be a deer trail that we're walking on, but we're going south. We're going in the right direction, so keep going. So I think we found the right trail that we're supposed to be on. You can see it's paved there, and I think we should have come up through there over that trail. Instead, we came from there. So we just walked through all that stuff. I think we ended up on a deer trail is what happened, but it was interesting. Gotta do a tick check soon because that was thick. So this just happened. The trail comes right here and into all that water down that way. So we're debating, do we want to go around this way and eventually hopefully pass it, or do we want to go through this way? Some nice pines over there, maybe that way. That opens up a lot. I think we'll get too close to the dunes if we go that way to the right. We shall see. All right, y'all, we made it back to camp. We're gonna start getting some wood. Well, I meant to capture this on video, dropping this big part of this tree here, but I didn't quite get it. So I used a little Gerber hatchet. You guys have seen me use this before, and just to kind of show you the thickness of the tree or compared to the blade. It's not too big, but this hatchet is a man. It does great. There's another one right there that I'm gonna take down. Oops, right there. So let's get it. Coming.
Bam! We almost got your camera.
What's up, y'all? Battery died, so had to let it charge up a little bit. We got the fire going. We got some wood drying out a little bit. Rest of our wood pile back there. We're going to get some food on there. We just got done having a cigar and a little bit of scotch. We're going to cook some food for dinner. I got Uncle Ben's whole grain medley. It's brown rice and wild rice. Got some summer sausage that I'm gonna cut up in there. Maybe a payday for dessert, or a bite of a payday. I don't think I'll eat a whole one. A beer to try out for you guys, and we'll do that after I eat. Like that solar flare. I think I can fit a whole thing inside of here, so I'll probably mix it up into 2 portions. Start cutting up some sausage. This is gonna be good. Make sure it's not burning. All right, let's try it. Got some rice with some sausage in there. Huh?
Good?
It ain't touching the steak from last night.
No, this is definitely a downgrade.
It's really good though. I got a beer too. This is made by Petoskey Brewery. It's the Mind's Eye IPA. Let's try it. Man, that smoke. Oh, it smells great. It's a winner. It tastes real similar to a Bell's Two Hearted. Real similar. It's brewed with pure Michigan artesian spring water. It's a little more mellow than a Bell's Two Hearted IPA. I like it. Alright, well, I know you guys don't want to watch me eat, and drink beer. So I'm gonna finish eating. I don't know what we're gonna do after that, but I'll keep you updated. All right, y'all, it's pretty dark. We're just hanging out by the fire, having a beer. This one is, you can't see it, it's called Raggedy Ass IPA. Norm's Raggedy Ass IPA. You're looking on the flashlight. It's made by Griffin Claw. It's alright. It's probably my least favorite IPA, but I had a couple in the fridge and so I brought one. We're gonna sit here by the fire for a little bit, go to bed, we'll wake up early.
Already heard the wolves howling.
Already heard the wolves howling. A bunch of them. Nah, probably like 3 of them. But that's a bunch.
3.
One's a bunch.
Nah, bro,
There was more than 3. So we're gonna hang out for a little bit, go to bed. We're gonna wake up early, probably around 6 or so. Tear down camp and head out. We got about a 4.5, 5 hour drive to get home. Gotta see the family a little bit before the week starts. Night. Good morning, y'all. Just woke up. It's about 6 o'clock. We had a heck of a night, man. If you look behind me, let me come over here. If you look behind me, we changed camp a little bit. I took my tarp shelter from back here. It's completely gone. His overhang that came out, let's see, I'm not a news guy, this way, the one that came out this way is gone. Kept the back on, but we woke up in the middle of the night and we were just getting smoked out. The wood we got must have, for whatever reason, we were getting smoked out, and we couldn't even breathe, waking up choking and stuff. So I took my tarp completely down just to allow some airflow to come through, and that helped significantly. And then he took his overhang down, and there was no more smoke after that, no more problem with smoke. But we were up for 30 minutes to an hour at 1:30 in the morning doing all that because it was awful. And another thing that I did since I took my tarp down is I put it here underneath. I kind of strapped it underneath my hammock as an underquilt, and that worked amazingly. Having that as an underquilt, I wasn't cold, but all throughout the trip, when I was in my hammock, I'd feel a chill on my back. Right, it wasn't to the uncomfortable point, but I could feel a chill on my back. Not after I put that underquilt on there. So I'll probably always have an underquilt on there, and I'll never. I don't know if you guys tell me. My guess is, since the way we had our shelter set up, we just created a suck of air to where airflow just kind of swirled around in there because smoke was awful. And it was like that since we started, since we got here. But I guess after last night, it got more than what we wanted it to be. So, gonna make some coffee, pack up camp, get out of here, head home, get a long drive. All right, folks, camp's taken down. We're gonna get out of here. I think the 2 highlights for this trip for me was, 1, getting lost in the hike. During our hike, we got lost. I don't know if we videotaped that, but we kind of got lost, and we weren't too lost because we could go a couple miles in either direction. We knew where we were, but we were definitely off the trail, and it was fun. We came across some cool land, so that was a highlight. And then the steak that you guys didn't get to see because it was late on Friday. So those were the 2 highlights. My learning experience was definitely the how we had our shelter set up over our hammocks and like the airflow and stuff. Would you agree?
Finally beat the fire. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That fire was kicking our butt. I wish I would have recorded that experience because it wasn't fun. Smoke, couldn't breathe. Smoke was in our eyes. My eyes were burning and all that. So we're done here. Great trip. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. And watch for the gear video. I will do a gear video for this one because there's a few things that I wish I didn't bring on this trip and stuff. So I'll make sure I mention all that as well. So thanks.